Let's see. Yesterday, 50 degrees, all the snow and ice was gone. Today, I don't know, 20 degrees, and we're currently under winter weather advisory. Welcome to Pure Michigan. Hey everybody, Josh RV Nerd here at Vicious RV on a beautiful sunny summer day, obviously. I hope you appreciate the fact, by the way, that we don't let a little bit of weather stop us from doing the job for our customers. And today we've got a good one. I haven't had this thing on our channel for like 2 years, so there should be some good updates here. The 16PF Cherokee Wolf Pup. What does PF stand for? Pretty fine, if you ask me. I actually suspect that stands for someone's initials at Cherokee. They do that a lot. When somebody at Cherokee comes up with a model, they name it after him. Pretty cool. If you look at this, if you're really familiar with campers, this is basically a condensed version of a very popular Rockwood 2104, or whatever the Flagstaff number for that is. I can't remember offhand here. It's got a front kind of bendy bed, Murphy bed, but a walk-around-ish kind of front bed as a result. But the way that they do this means that you don't lose your underbed storage or your overbed storage. A huge, true U-Dinette in a small trailer. And that, combined with the Murphy function, gives this thing the living space of a super slide without the length, weight, and cost of a super slide. It's got a big fridge in the back. The bathroom headroom, I'm just gonna say it. The bathroom headroom sucks for a tall person like me, but that's the thing. Not every camper is for every single person. I want to show you what benefits this one has, what hiccups it might have for you, and I would like you to tell me if this is the right one. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you appreciate how we're willing to risk getting the ammonia out here.
And yeah, in case you're wondering, we've got a sheet of ice on the window already. But I highly doubt you tuned into an RV video tour today to get the local weather forecast, especially when it's probably not what you're seeing out your window. But speaking of windows, what a segue. We actually have pretty good door side window coverage on this one, with the way those three windows are stacked up right on top of one another there. While we are getting started here, I would like your opinion on something. What do you think about, in a small camper like this, circle sink versus square sink versus farm sink? I think circle sink is pretty. I think square sink gives you more space to do bigger pots and pans, and farm sink is bigger still, but it eats into your countertop space. So I'm just kind of curious to know what you guys think. Now, we're looking at a standard series today. If this was Black Label, that would have been solid surface, so kind of keep that in mind right there. The Wolf Pups here, what's really cool about these is it's just a miniature gray wolf. It has almost all the same stuff, just shrunken down. Like, it's got the same 6.5 foot interior height. We've got a full-size air conditioner, 13,500 BTU. By the way, they don't do any side mount airs from this family of camper here. Like, the same furniture, the same finishings, the same equipment wherever it is physically possible. They do stuff like that. I think it's very cool how they put that together. Now, this is what we're going to call a bit of a Murphy bed model. It is more of like a bendy bed where the mattress does have a fold. But what's kind of cool about that is you see that you maintain, full upper, side closet, and lower storage as a result. In fact, it's so big, I could even climb in here. Maybe. I don't know. Let's send it. Come on! Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Okay, no. Oh, God. Ah! 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 Ugh, a couple little neck stretches. I'll do some side bends and sit-ups, and I'll avoid a trip to the chiropractor. Household and USB outlets on both sides of the bed is a nice little touch. And something I'm liking that they're doing over here is they're actually, instead of just saying, hey, it's prep for a TV over here, they've gone ahead and installed the mount for us. Now, one of the cool things about that mount, if you're like, I don't care about TV in this little trailer, you can like just, the whole swing arm bracket can basically just dislodge off of that wall bracket, and you don't have to worry about it. So it's not going to be in your way. There is one thing here that I really wish Cherokee would do differently in the Wolf Pups and the Gray Wolves, where they have the step-up slides. I wish that was carpetless. It feels like that would be very easily carpetless, the way like a Wildwood X-Lite or a Salem X-Lite has done, or Cruise Light, Salem calls it, sorry. Under the dinette, though, if you are wanting like a simulated kind of functional no carpet right there, go get a computer chair mat, cut it down to size, and screw it down under those pedestal mounts, or cut around those, as it were, and you can kind of create your own. Now, this right here, this is one of the cool things about this floor plan. It has a huge true U dinette. It is like 42, 44 inches deep. It's massive, and it folds down almost about 7 foot long. So it's big enough, like an adult-sized person could lay across that thing. The windows here we saw on the door side. On the off-door side, you know, you've got paired-up windows, and pretty much every window except the window in the main entry door does open for airflow, which I think is pretty darn cool in this thing right here. Now, remember I said this is kind of like a miniature Rockwood 2104. You might kind of see some of the same layout, like you got a big U-Dinette. Then over here, you have a corner pantry and refrigerator right there. Now, the trick is, the way the camper is parked, the fridge doors keep wanting to close themselves on me. So let's see if I can Jedi mind trick this thing a little bit. Ready? Go! Or, I could actually just use the dinette full extension drawer down here to actually block the refrigerator door from opening and get to show you all the storage a little bit more easily. Kind of funny how that works. Now, these drawers actually extend out even further. They go all the way under the side dinette seats. To get to the rear bench, though, you will still kind of have to take things apart. So I don't recommend putting daily use stuff back there, obviously. And it's good that we have that pantry space and the space under the dinette, because the storage over here in what we're going to call the kitchen proper is a little bit more limited. That being said, I don't really know what more they could have done. I think they did the best they could. By the way, in case you're curious, what is in the sink? That's actually my umbrella that I'm going to use when I go outside, because the camera doesn't really like getting snowflakes and getting wet. And I figured in the sink is a good place to, make sure it's not putting snow and water and everything else in the camper. This RV definitely suffers from a complete lack of any and all kitchen drawers. You're going to have to come up with some kind of utensil organizer. And in case you're like, wait a minute, what the heck? Why didn't they put anything down there? Well, when we go outside, or in the floor plan in a flash, the flyby footage earlier, that's my little internal name for it. Actually, a viewer-given name, not even my own name. Thank you very much. I obviously liked it. Down here is an outdoor refrigerator that's basically eating up a chunk of the space under the sink. It's not optional. It just is standard. I suppose if you absolutely didn't want it and wanted more space inside, you could probably take the outside fridge out and remove the interior panel, and actually, I just had an idea. That could create a really cool kind of indoor-outdoor space for a wastebasket. Indoor-outdoor wastebasket is a really handy feature that like no manufacturer gives you. Ooh, I like that. Because apparently nothing gets my goat better than a trash can. I don't even know why. Anyway, so handy little, watch this Jedi mind trick. Little motion sensor right here on the control panel. You can also link that up if you want to get the LCI One Control app and operate a lot of that stuff from your phone, as well as be able to view the RV's backup camera, which is one of those big QR codes. It's like, scan me. Anyway, you saw the I don't know if you saw, but the red battery disconnect switch, the red little digital readout on the top of those kitchen cabinets right there. This has their juice pack, which is giving us solar battery tending, basically. We'll talk more about that outdoors. Right here, I was very pleasantly surprised with this. There's some sweet toilet space in here. And we apparently also have a set of household outlets so you can keep your phone charged in case you're going to be a while. I think we've all had those days. The trim right here, that vertical piece of trim, whether it's there or across the roof line, it's actually a plastic T-mold as compared to just a tape. And what I like about that is the tape stuff can get humid and it can like roll off. That stuff clicks in place. It's not really going anywhere. Now, again, we're looking at a standard series today, which means we only have the 4-inch fart fan. When you go up to Black Label, you get the full XL, like Max Air style fan. But remember, I say it all the time, vent fans are an easy thing to upgrade. Now, again, I try to show you where RVs shine and where they fall short a little bit. If you're tall like me, this shower is a problem. I can only estimate that because of the positioning of the roof trusses above this shower, they did not have the ability to put a skylight right there or to move the vent fan right there. They do give you full surround paneling, and they include a little mini sink inside of here, which is interesting. A Black Label edition will also give us a shower fixture that's like way over the top, literally straight out of a Grand Design Solitude. It's a pretty crazy thing to look at in a small trailer. And of course, we have the Cherokee Shub. Combination tower, I was gonna say tower and shub and then tub and shower. There we go. Combination tub and shower. It's so easy, a caveman could do it, right? Nailed it. So we got all this big space, all these cool, like, full-size tandem axle travel trailer functions in this little camper. Super cool, right? Comes at a cost. Everything's greatest asset is also its greatest liability. And in this instance, we're obviously talking about the traveling road mode function here. Now, at a glance, you look at this, you're like, oh, sweet, I can just sneak right through this thing right here, even with the slide closed. And yeah, for the most part, you can. But it gets a little tricky when we get back in this corner. Now, that being said, you've got a couple options I kind of want to cover here with you. So first of all, if what you're looking for is bathroom access in transit, by default, that's all you're going to get. You're not going to squeeze through there. I can't even get my fat head through there. Now, if you totally open that bathroom door before you close the slide out and then secure it somehow, you could maybe sneak through here if you're really kind of willing to do the butt rub when you sneak past something. If you do that, though, you are flat out going to block any access to the refrigerator. That being said, by default, the refrigerator opens, I gotta unlock it, idiot, opens the wrong way, you could say. But the thing with these refrigerators is they have reversible doors. And I called Cherokee and I said, why did you do it that way? They said, let's say for some reason somebody forgot to lock the refrigerator door. What we didn't want to have happen is the refrigerator door get open behind the slide out and then the slide open and smash the refrigerator door, which with this kind of Schwintek slide system could really screw stuff up. So it was done intentionally. You have the choice though. Do you want to make it bathroom functional? Do you want to make it refrigerator functional? Do you not care about either? Because by default, you really don't have either, either, whatever the case may be. This is that extra in-depth information that I like to be able to bring to you. That's why I take the time to close these slides up. Now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking though, I think you can get to the bed with the slide closed. Let's check this out. And holy cow, heck yes you can. Look at this. And not to mention, not only can you put the bed down with the slide closed, because the slide doesn't interfere with it, you could always leave the bed down. This is a type of Murphy bed that does not care if you travel with it up or down. Some require you to travel up or down. This style does not. That's actually one of the very few benefits of bendy beds that I really like. But here's the other thing. Remember when I said this was true queen capable? You've still got enough room here where if you had a longer mattress, the slide could still open and close and not be a problem. So I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's not bad. And by the way, sometimes I'll say in some of these slides, this is okay if you only open it partially. When you see that silver bar right there on the side of the slide wall, that's called a Schwintek slide out. That is not a slide you should open or close only partially. It is really only supposed to be fully extended or fully retracted. Again, little pro tip there for you. Now, seeing as we are currently in a winter wonderland, I suppose I should kind of open this by saying, no, this is not intended to be some kind of Arctic winter camper. This is a spring, summer, fall camper. That being said, the small cabin space in here, if you have the RV winterized and like you just want to go out for hunting camp or something like that and you have some other way to take a shower, although my Uncle Gary doesn't tend to take a shower when he's hunting, which is probably why the deer can scent him from about a mile away. But neither here nor there. The RV itself will generally maintain cabin temperature pretty fine. It's just, it's the, the cold, affecting the water lines, basically, in a cold camp. Now, you will get a propane tank. Actually, you'll get a full propane tank from us here at Bish's. It's just we have it stowed away currently.
This is the what do they call it? Quick jack, rapid jack, something like that. 8 seconds up and down. That tongue jack operates with just a conventional little drill and bit adapter. And the cool thing is that same drill bit adapter will also operate your corner stabilizer jacks. And notice how this has front and rear corner jacks so that you take a lot of that wiggle jiggle out, especially when you also have the stable steps as a nice little stability 1-2 punch right here. Now, because of the weather conditions, I don't want to just leave these baggage doors open, so pardon me as I give us some kind of fast flyby footage taking a look in that front compartment down there. What I don't want you to miss though, and I'm about to sneeze, so pardon me. Like I said, pardon me there. Down below, we've got ourselves a propane cooker hooker. So the RV doesn't have a traditional outside kitchen or anything like that, but what it does have is the gas grill quick connect over there. And then similar to that baggage door, if we just take a quick peek inside here, you see that we do have Dad's medicine cabinet outside. Plus, on the back side of the RV, you have a hot-cold utility shower. So it has kind of all the components-ish. And I'm being very liberal with this here, obviously. I'm not saying it has a camp kitchen. I'm saying it's kind of got those things spread around the RV a little bit. And boy, is it coming down. This is going to have to be my last video of the day. Up top, though, you see that Juice Pack solar panel. This is also now available with, I think, the Juice Pack expansion package to give you even more potential, battery tending or off-grid function. That being said, if your intention is to absolutely spend some serious time with this off-grid with that 12-volt fridge, you are going to need some supplemental solar. I'm not one of these guys that's going to say, oh, that little package will take care of it just fine. Originally, that's what manufacturing agents wanted us to think and to tell you, but actual practice has proven that theory to be incorrect. And I want to make sure that when you're spending this kind of money, you're getting the good information to make that educated decision. I want you to get your second camper the first time. The roof is walkable. There's no allowance for a ladder, however. But you also see up top we have a factory-installed Bluetooth backup camera. Also, a third safety light tail light back here. That's a third brake light. I have a personal suspicion that in a year or two, you're actually going to see those become mandated by, say, like federal road commissions or whoever regulates that. I don't know, DOT probably. I think Cherokee suspects the same thing, and they're getting ahead of the curve. But I like how they're being safety-focused with this here. The cargo rack on the back, the spare tire, those are things that you can add to these here if you want to kind of, expand your outdoor cargo capacity. It's got about a 200-pound limit on it, by the way. That is before the spare tire is applied, so plan your load accordingly. And always better to stay a little bit under rather than a little bit over. Now, a couple things here. Here's that outside hot-cold utility shower I was talking about. And you don't get a good look at it because of the weather, but you can sneak a peek of it right here with that little diamond plate skirt. This has the adventure package on it. That is a non-standard set of things where we have the kind of like lower skirt brush guard, if you will. And again, it's not major, but it's something better than nothing. They also upgrade to a larger tire, which also means more clearance for the sewer pipes down there so you're not ripping them off. And then look right behind the tire. You see that big square tube right there? That is like a suspension riser kit, effectively. So all those things together, the bigger tires, the lift kit, gives us about 3 extra inches of ground clearance. Now that's something that could be applied to any Wolf Pup, whether it's standard series or black label, but with more and more clients wanting more and more clearance, it's something that we're trying to be more cognizant of. And again though, remember that, we could have one of these in stock in black label. It could have different things on it. Different stores at Bish's will equip their RVs in different ways to serve their customers more regionally. Sometimes people out west or down south want things differently from here in the Midwest. So always double check with your team member here to make sure that we have the RV in stock with the exact equipment you're looking for, or if we need to try to trade one from a sister store or something. For towing, this thing, let's see here. In black label, by the way, one of the things that's not well documented is that it tends to bump up the axle most of the time. It depends a little bit on the floor plan. But basically, if you had something, conservatively, I would like to say with a 6,000-pound tow rating and above. If you were 5,000-pound tow rating and above, you'd still probably be fine here. And with this being a 7-foot wide body, it's much easier to see around. But folks, please, please, always get those towing extension safety mirrors. The penalty for failure is just way too great, you know? So if you don't mind, I'm gonna hop inside and warm up real quick. I'm sure you can't imagine why as I'm sitting here sweating to the oldies. I'm becoming Frosty the Snow Nerd real quick here though. When you're ready, we're ready. We'd love to work with you. We don't do hidden dealer fees, we just do everything else. We have these all over the nation. I'll leave you a link in the video description where you can find the one nearest you, and always find out what the current going price is on one of these, so that you can always have the most accurate information. I'll also leave you some links to, again, some similar Rockwood, maybe a Wolf Pup without a slide out. I totally blanked there. I'm getting brain freeze. I'm going inside. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and stay warm, everyone.